Hi, it's Liz here. And I was just going to do a quick rundown for you of a few tricks that you can deploy if you're on a particular eating plan, or if you're just kind of trying to, maintain your weight loss or whatever. But I know that Christmas and party season can sometimes be a bit of a minefield if you're trying to avoid certain foods, or trying to avoid gluten or FODMAPs or something like that, or you don't want to scupper your weight loss if you've been doing really well. So I'm just going to give you 3 really quick things that you can do to try and keep you on track and try and keep you so you can still enjoy yourself, because that's the ultimate goal, isn't it, to enjoy ourselves, but without ending up going overboard and making yourself feel ill and all that sort of thing. Okay, so straight in then. Number 1, I would just try and make sure that when you're eating, say Christmas Day, or if you're going to a sit down meal or anything like that, just make sure that most of your plate is focused on protein food and fresh salads and vegetables, that sort of thing, and less on the carby food like potatoes, parsnips, anything with pastry or bread, that sort of thing. So you're looking at mostly protein foods. Now, we're lucky at Christmas because we do have loads and loads of protein foods around. So anything like your turkey, smoked salmon, all the nice cheeses there are, anything with eggs, that's all your protein food. So that's what you want to be focusing on rather than carby stuff. So not so much of the bread, potatoes, parsnips, all that sort of thing. Still have those, you can still eat them, but just kind of tilt the balance slightly more in favor of protein, because it's your protein foods that are going to keep you feeling nice and full. They should keep you going for a good 3 to 4 hours and then stop you kind of getting stuck into all the pastry and cake later on, or too much wine, that sort of thing. Those foods that are going to really kind of trigger your symptoms again. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Just focus mainly on your protein foods. Number 2 sounds boring, and I know I keep banging on about it, but hydration, so important. Most people I see really are very dehydrated, and they're not drinking enough water all through the day. So if you've got a big do to go to in the evening or something like that, make sure you drink plenty of water before you go. Water, that is, not tea and coffee all day. So water before you go. Have a couple of really nice big glasses to glug before you go, and then while you're there, alternate, have like a nice refreshing fizzy water and some lemon, something like that. Keep alternating with your alcoholic drinks, and then when you get home, more water. Water is fantastic, because also there's going to be tons and tons of salty food, so you want to be countering that as well. Okay, so that's tip number 2, hydration. And you do find literally a lot of people are so dehydrated that's making them feel hungry, so you're turning up to parties and things feeling hungry, but actually it's dehydration which is the trouble. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, for goodness sake, don't arrive at a party or a dinner or anything like that feeling hungry. What a lot of people will do is think, well, I'm not going to eat anything all day, or I'm going to eat very little all day because I'm going out tonight and there's going to be naughty food everywhere. Don't do that. You would have to have really strong willpower to get to a party with all the little canapes and pastries and glasses of champagne and all that sort of thing, while you're feeling starving. So what I would do is make sure you have a nice protein rich snack before you go. It's our friend protein again, yay. So I would have something like crudités and hummus, or maybe an egg, or some oat cake and nut butter, something like that. That will keep you feeling nice and full, so you're not turning up ravenous, because that's the last thing you want to do. Okay, so a quick snack before you go. Make sure you eat normally before and the day before as well. Quick snack before you go, so you're not turning up completely famished. Okay, so there you go. That's 3 quick tips. You can easily implement those. So while you're eating, make sure your plate is mainly focused on protein foods. That's number one. Number two, make sure you're nice and hydrated. And number three, a nice protein-rich snack before you go. And that will really help you stay off the, you know, the foods that are probably going to give you symptoms later or scupper your, you know, eating regime, that sort of thing. Okay, so if you've got any worries at all about party season and how it's going to affect you, then do book yourself in for a quick call with me so I can find out more about you. I shall put a link in the chat, and yeah, I'd like to hear from you. Okay, so till next time, I shall see you again. Bye bye.